Jones, and I was joined by Annabelle Lecter. Hey, there she is! Hi! This is dinner and a movie. We went to Portsmouth, New Hampshire to see Grand Guignol Theater of Terror at the Players Ring Theater. Before the show, we stopped at the Rira for a pre-show ritual, some drinkies, then off to the show, followed by some more drinks at the Rusty Hammer with several of the cast members of the play, then off to the Friendly Toast for late night dinner and shenanigans. Hope you all enjoy this episode, and please rate, comment, and subscribe. We have fragile egos, and we need all the love we can get. Let's get on with the show. All right, we're at the Rira here. We've got a white caramel chocolate Russian, something like that. I don't know, but it sounded good. And it is good, just as I expected. Our pre-ritual here before we go to a theater. We're at the theater for Grand Guignol. I think I said that right. Everyone's looking at me now because I'm talking crazy, but I don't really care. I'm having a good time. And I think she got something to drink too.
Hello, I've got a Swedish fish. Let's see how this goes. It is very good. It tastes like a Swedish fish. I think it's a cranberry, something else. Cranberry and something. But it's good. It's a nice atmosphere here. It's loud, but they're super busy, and it's cool. This is actually an old bank. So you see over there, there's a bunch of people there right now. But the whole place is being used. They even use the old vault as an area. It's pretty cool. There's bars on the windows still, the side room. It's just a pretty cool place in downtown Portsmouth, New Hampshire, right in the middle of Market Square. So if you're ever in the area in Portsmouth, in southern New Hampshire, come to Portsmouth, Market Square, and you can find Rira.
As if it's not hot enough with a vest and a tie on in the middle of summer, we go to the theater here, and it's freaking hot in here. They give us ponchos that are just like... Now, first of all, now you could sit in the rest of the theater where you're not going to get splattered with blood, but where is the fun in that? I mean... If you're going to enjoy yourself, I think you need to be covered in blood. That's been my motto throughout life, and why change it now? So they actually give you ponchos, which is good. It's going to cover up the tie, it's going to cover up the vest. But I don't know if you've ever worn plastic over your body out when it's really hot, but I would not recommend it. It is quite warm. So here's my poncho, standing for the third act. See the things that I do. I'm freaking burning up here and melting. All because she's dragging me here. I'm just kidding. I'm having a good time. And I'm really looking forward to it. But the main thing is I don't want to get blood on his hands. That would be a travesty. It might actually add to it, though. Depending like how if it was just covered in... If it just became a red hat, it wouldn't be too cool. If I had a couple little blood dribbles down, I don't think it would be a bad thing. Check this out. I'm sure you've all seen this by now, but it's freaking awesome. Alright, well, I guess we're going to cut this off here. And I'm going to sit here and sweat. But I'm having a good time, I think.
Hey, so we're at the Players Ring here in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. About to watch the show, and like Neal was saying, it is brutal in here. And he's wearing basically almost like a three-piece suit.
I almost wore a jacket.
It's warm. I'm warm. I can't imagine how it's feeling. So I'm excited about this. You've got a skirt on.
I was gonna go with the skirt.
I did the little hitch up. See, I'm so lucky.
It's the perv picture.
Yeah.
Well, the necklace does look like a shirt. You said you were not wearing, but yeah, it's positioned differently.
So yeah, it's only a few more minutes I think until the show starts. So we'll see how it goes. So it's like, if you can see the stage right there, it's pretty small. This is a really small theater. If you have the opportunity to see a show here, it is a very intimate setting. It's like almost like theater in the round.
I'm more into talking now, I think, because it's a more intimate setting, and like there's more chance of being embarrassed. That kind of actually gets me going. I don't know why. If it's a big group of people, like there's really no chance you'll be embarrassed. I don't really care, but
But yeah, this is small, and people are like looking at us like, who the hell are they? What the fuck is that? These two people dressed up and all crazy and like recording each other. Well, there's a couple people there. We won't show them because we don't know if they're gonna be cool with it or not, because they already think we're crazy. Don't want to make it any worse. So all right, I think we're gonna sit back and prepare the ponchos and yep. Yep. Should have brought water. Next time we're here, we'll know to bring water. That you have to. I was expecting it actually today. I was like, I wonder what kind of delicious beverage Neal will bring to comfort us in the theater.
I feel like I left you down.
You did. I am a little disappointed. I am. You failed me.
Now, well, I'm going to be drenching blood, sweat, and tears, Doug. I'm going to be crying throughout the whole night.
That's what you get. We'll see what happens. Maybe you can do something to placate me.
I don't want to totally go listen, so we'll just leave it those spots.
Okay. And that's that. Cut.
All right, we're here at Grand Guignol. Guignol. Sorry. What's your name?
John Herman.
And you're the producer?
I am one of three producers.
Excellent. Yourself?
Brian White.
Cool. And yourself are?
Producer and writer.
All right. Now, the first thing I got to ask, what is used for the blood?
Different sequences use different types of blood, but in general, most of it was strawberry and chocolate.
Yeah, 2 parts strawberry, 1 part chocolate. For the stuff with the spray.
Yeah.
And then we've got...
It smells very pleasant when you're being sprayed by blood. I have to
tastes
say.
pretty good, too.
It does, yes.
It looks gross.
It's a lot of fun. Now, when you guys are watching it, and you're hearing everyone's reaction, what's that like for you?
It's great. I mean, the fact of the matter is that this is period theater. I mean, we are recreating a genre that existed only from 1897 to
1962.
Yeah, but it was after World War II. It started to really peter out. So, but to see people really react to the earliest of slasher horror is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You want to explain the history of the name? And
it was a theater in the Pigalle district of Paris, which is a really kind of seedy area, and it was put on by a guy, Oscar Metenier.
Yeah.
And he created a theater where he could put on like a special sort of show that was sort of like theatrical slumming, where all the shows were about prostitutes and criminals and stuff like that. And then he got it was taken over, or rather the director's seat was taken over by
Guignol?
I'm forgetting his name, but he was a guy who brought in the horrific element. He turned into a house
horror
of horror,
show.
basically.
And
it suddenly became about insanity and mutilation and murder and mayhem and all that.
And this was right when sanity was like psychoanalysis is starting to butt up, and all these it was very. They were all taboos, and not the general public didn't know about insanity, and so.
Do you have any questions about that? Because I know that's probably up your alley.
Oh, so it was kind of like the hot topic of the time.
Oh, absolutely.
People just latched right onto it.
This place was really sort of like the earliest example of like the exploitation film, because it was like everything was ripped from the headlines, everything was exploiting like fears of the era.
You know what the reaction was at the time?
It was huge.
Yeah.
It was huge. It went over real big. Like, all these people who would go to see like legitimate theater would get dressed up and would stroll down to the red light district to see people getting dismembered and raped and stuff like that. I mean, it was really, really insane.
That second director, he hired a house doctor to stand, and I don't know if it was a real doctor or not, but
a guy in a white coat.
And he would judge the night based on how many people walked out.
Might have been the start of the gimmicks too.
Right. Like Walter Hill would go on and basically popularize that, but this was like really the first exploitation theater, and it was a place. I mean, the theater wasn't much bigger than this. It probably seated 150 people. I mean, it was very small, and you're right on top of the action. Right. So people were always getting a little.
So this theater has been perfect for it.
Yeah.
You're practically on the stage.
And where we've got like rubber eyeballs and glass eyeballs and stuff, they were getting like sheep eyeballs tossed onto their laps. And stuff.
No, when did you guys have the idea to do this yourselves?
I've been tossing it around for a long time, since last year.
Oh, we got an eyeball here.
Nice. It's a good eyeball.
Yeah. It bounced really well too. I know
that one is made of like silicone rubber.
All right, I thought maybe it was like a Super Bowl when it was bouncing.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I've done a bunch of theater, and he pitched it as a horror expert. And,
there was I guess there was a Boing Boing article where like a collection of these original Grand Guignol posters surfaced in somebody's art collection. I was like, I gotta write about that, so I put something on my website about it. And I was like, it would be really awesome to like actually.
What's your website, by the way?
CinemaSuicide.com.
Yeah. It's a hell of a website.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, how did you guys pick the 3 stories?
Oh, I mean, we had a quick turnaround. We pitched it to the theater in the spring, and by couple months later, so we had to literally commission. So he wrote an original. Chris, you still there? Chris here, come on in. He wrote an original, and then I adapted one from one of the originals from 1925.
Which one was that?
The middle one.
The middle one, okay.
So that was based on
Crime in a Madhouse. It's actually it's one of the more like well-known ones, if there is a well-known Grand Guignol play.
So you did the finale?
Yeah, mine was the finale.
Mm-hmm. And all along, your intention was to use the spray in the audience.
I built something similar to the device that actually does that for a web series that we had done, but it was much bigger, and we shot it on video, so we had the benefit of me standing out of frame and editing and all that, but this one had to be smaller, able to actually fit on the actress and all that.
I really liked the performances and all, but that one, everyone was a little over the top, and I think it really added to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wrote mine really campy, and then I didn't actually direct it. There was another director, Mike Ficarra, who did it, and he read it and saw something in it that I didn't see, and was like, you guys are going to take this way over the top, and that's why everybody laughs their ass off at the show.
And I actually think the Doctor trick kind of reminds me of Bill Moseley, his acting style. And kind of a look, too.
A little bit.
How about the final song? How did that come about?
It was I kind of just told. I was actually watching the Muppet Show with my 2-year-old, and there is an episode of the original Muppet Show where they sing that song, and it's really, really dark, and I was like, wow, that's a really dark song. Shel Silverstein wrote it. And so I just thought it would be a nice way to like allow people back out into the night, because actually the original Grand Guignol had comedies in there to like keep the audience in the room, just to lighten things up. Like
5 shows a night. It would be like that, where it would be like 5 shorts, and there'd be 3 really, really awful ones, like of people getting mutilated and murdered and all that, and then there'd be 2 sex farces. Right. So like American Pie in between 2 Saw sequels.
Right. Yeah.
So that's always gone together, comedy and horror.
Loaded C Corpse having sex awkwardly. Yeah.
So how many shows have you guys done? This is the last one?
This is the 5th. There's one more.
One more tomorrow night.
Yeah. And you plan to do them again?
I'd love to do it again.
We'll see.
Well, thanks for talking to us.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys. So here we are outside the Players Ring in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And what are your reactions and responses to the event?
Absolutely blown away. I had no idea how I was going to translate to a live theater, and it was well beyond what I was expecting. It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it was great. I felt like I was watching live Creepshow. Like Creepshow live.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was brilliant. The effects were great. The gore was perfect. The level of creepiness was just enough to make me sit like this a lot, and then get splattered with blood.
Because the creepiness was just exaggerated by the small amounts of comedy that were well placed throughout the performances as well. It was just fantastic. It was just fantastic.
Yeah, and all 3 pieces were perfectly written too. Like everything was great.
What did you think about the performances themselves? Was there any standout performance for you?
Yeah, I liked the third piece. Matt Schofield, the Doctor. I thought his comic timing is brilliant. So I think it helped it be a lot more creepier because he was so perfectly funny that it was just that amount of
because he played amusing in the beginning and almost absent-minded, and then his entire persona changed. When the nurse left the room, and it's phenomenal.
And I thought the girls in the second one were equally as creepy. Just when they first come in, it's almost a level of like.
Yeah, I actually found myself holding my breath a couple points in that one. I was like, and I've been watching horror.
Yeah.
And
I don't
horror
scare.
I don't jump at creepy movies. I don't do that anymore. But this was
live. It was real people being creepy.
So what were those your top points of the whole experience for you, or was there like a certain moment that was like, oh my god, it really stood out in your mind, whether funny or scary?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would have to say the second bit when the other inmates were entered into the room and she first started screaming. You know, into the initial patient's ear. I don't know. Unfortunately, I didn't get any names on the patients other than the one who was in the room to begin with. But the third patient, if you will, was kind of made you sit up and take notice. Kind of brought the hair up on my arms quite a bit.
And I think the obvious arterial spray. When the throat gets cut and you get covered in blood is
fantastic.
Yeah, because you guys were brave enough to sit with us in the splatter section.
Yeah,
so.
that's right. That's right. You have to.
Yeah.
I know. We were like the
the
people there. There's like 5 of us there.
Yeah.
So
if you're gonna be in the theater, you might as well be in the theater.
Yeah.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So any other thoughts?
I wish it was playing longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if anybody, if it's ever playing, if any of these shows are playing anywhere else, people have to go. You have to go. You have to see them. It's fantastic. If they decide to run it longer this summer or at another time, absolutely get out here.
If John Herman's name is attached to it, then you should come and see it.
And this is a great venue to see it too, because there's nothing like watching horror sitting in a 1700s building in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Which
Absolutely.
That is probably haunted.
Yeah, that has a long and storied paranormal activity in this town anyway.
Oh, really?
So
Cool. Yeah, and it's so intimate too inside. There's the rep down the street, which is a great small theater too. But this is you're there.
You're right
on
in the
top
middle of it.
Everything.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to give us your names and where you're from.
Chris Scaramacchia. I live in Hampton, New Hampshire, about 15 miles from here.
And my name's Jamie Bradley, and I live here in Portsmouth.
All right, guys. Thanks very much, and hopefully we'll see you again at another event.
All right. Thanks.
Nice talking to you.
This one is very familiar, but I can't. Is this Chud?
All right, we're here at the Friendly Toast. Pretty awesome place.
It's very nice. Raking friends all over Portsmouth.
Yeah,
it's been a good night.
We should have kept this recording because we met a lot of people. We just met this dude who offered us to go sleep on a boat.
Grab some cocaine if we so chose.
Smoke some
doobies.
And,
one of the guys in that crowd looked like he got punched in the face not too long ago.
Really? I didn't know. I didn't
see the guy with the black eye.
No. Well, that really, and we turned that down?
I know. Could have been good times.
Yeah. But I don't think that would have turned out well.
Probably not.
Especially for you.
No.
I probably would have just been hanging out in the back.
It'd be bad. It would have been
times for you. But
see some roofing in my future.
Yes. He was pretty open about it. But no, he was a good guy though. He liked us.
This is good. That's cool. We'll
that's
take
our
you fans however we can get you.
Right. But we won't go on the boat. We'll talk to him about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We'll indulge the idea that perhaps in the future.
Right. Maybe a future episode we'll be on.
Who knows? If we meet you, we'll also indulge those crazy fantasies. You never know. Maybe someday it'll work out. Maybe not. Who knows? It's a crapshoot. Gotta take chances in life.
All right. So this place had like I'm gonna say epic, but I don't want to say that word. An amazing menu.
Yeah, it's unreal. It's just the combinations of different kinds of ingredients is it's awesome. I wish I still had a menu because they'll just combine things that you wouldn't normally see in a restaurant.
It was hard to narrow it down. We're gonna get
flavor chances.
We'll get to the theater. I think we really need to spend some time here on the Friendly Toast. We're a little late here. It's like 2 a.m. so we couldn't get drinks.
Oh, but I had plenty of drinks earlier.
We had some drinks earlier.
We were all set from the Rusty Hammer.
Yes, the Rusty Hammer.
Just a little ways away from the center of Portsmouth Market Square. So if you're ever in Portsmouth, Market Square is the place to be. It's good all around.
It was a lot of fun because we ended up with old friends and we ended up with like the cast of the show.
Yeah,
I don't think knew us or wanted to sit with us, but it didn't matter. We were all there.
We were there anyway.
Yeah. But it was a good time, and the drinks were pretty cheap, pretty reasonable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and they were good too. I had some kind of crazy
roll in New
minty.
Hampshire.
Pretty good.
Drink.
Yes.
Have fun. Live free or die, folks.
No.
That's how we are up here in New Hampshire.
That's always how you're trying to get me to move closer because I can get booze cheaper.
I know. I'm looking out for you.
Yes.
We got the state liquor stores. It's not like I could actually find the rum chata at the state liquor store. Unlike Mass, you'd think in Southie of all places I'd be able to find alcohol.
Yeah.
No.
Wait a minute. Who told you about the rum chata?
I know, but you found it like by accident.
Yeah, I know.
It was like a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah.
So.
But we got to get this on camera because we had an omen. We went out to drink beforehand before the rest of the hammer. That was I don't know where that was.
That was Rira, the Irish restaurant in town, the old bank.
You're right. Their drinks were smaller.
Yeah.
More expensive.
A little pricey.
Yeah, it was a cool atmosphere though. I like the place.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. And so we thought we were gonna miss out, not be able to record stuff, and we were like, maybe we should just stop drinking. Not totally, but stop drinking before the show.
Yeah, because every time we do the show, we always feel like, let's get a drink, even just one drink. But it always throws off our timing, so we don't record as many people outside in the beginning as we'd like. Because we'd like to do, what are you thinking about? What do you expect? And we just miss it.
Yeah.
So the same thing happened this time. We're like leaving, and we realize we're kind of running behind. We're trying to walk out over to the theater.
Yeah. And I'm not a religious man.
No, you're not.
But I might have seen the light tonight because and they didn't know what we're talking about. Just said we should stop drinking.
Yeah,
and this woman turned around and said, "Never stop drinking."
Yeah, we were just walking up the sidewalk behind this couple. They were a few paces ahead of us, and I was just saying, we should maybe we can't do this anymore because we're always cutting it close.
Yeah.
Maybe we should stop drinking. And she just, big smile on her face, turned around. Never stop drinking.
Yeah. And for all I know, that they might have just disappeared into the mist.
Right?
It was just a sign.
God came to us.
Yeah. I'm a believer now.
Woman. That's God's plan for Annabelle and Neal.
Right.
Drink on, my friends. Drink
just
on.
Never stop. And there was quite a few tonight.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Rusty Hammer provided excellent alcoholic sustenance. We tried some new things.
Yeah.
You had some minty drinks.
I did. It was a grasshopper.
Yep, and the Dirty Girl Scout.
The Dirty Girl Scout. I kind of like the sound of that one.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I used to think they were the same thing, but I found out that the grasshopper tonight is mint something.
One
whatever,
was
alcohol
mintier.
mint with just milk.
Okay.
And the other one is the mint, the milk, and either Godiva, which they did not have, or Bailey's, which they did have.
Big fan of Bailey's. So.
Bailey's
one was
good
minted
stuff.
and the other we didn't know, so I took the mintier one because she liked the less mintier one.
Yeah, it was good.
I ended up with 2 drinks anyways.
Yeah, you had a lot. You were like double fisting the drinks for a while, but he can handle it. He's like a pro alky.
That's right. I'm going to teach her well.
Teach me the ways of drinking. You gotta teach me the ways of no hangover.
All right.
That's my goal.
I don't know. I'm just born that way.
I
don't know.
I won't be able to keep up with you.
You'll be fine.
Oh, man.
All right. You'll be waking up on my boat, but
I'll feel a little sore. What happens?
William Moore's gonna have a field day now. But let's see here.
This is
I'm pretty
like,
hungry.
check this out. Like, I don't know how well you can see it because it's a little dark.
You could go up and
There's some,
show it, but it'd be strange.
I don't have to crawl.
Yeah.
Jalapeno cheddar
I'm not
bread.
moving.
There's dirty rice. There's
that's a term. It's not like they threw it on the floor and put it on.
Yeah, it's not dirty rice like it's been in like a dustbin or anything. There's corn salsa. There's mango sour cream. I believe this is chorizo. It looks a little bit like kielbasa, but I'll take their word for it. And man, I mean, this is kind of it is a little pricey at the Friendly Toast, but you get a giant portion. The bread is homemade. Like, all these things are made here.
That bread looks pretty awesome.
Jar. It's made here. It's good. From my personal experience, it's good stuff.
I'm gonna be stealing a bite of that. But when we got here, this is a free.
It's a little
coconut cake.
Yeah.
And you know what?
That is?
You forgot. It's got mango. It's got mango sour cream.
I said
you said that?
Sir.
Oh.
I did.
Oh. I knew that.
Pay no attention to him. He was falling down a little bit earlier.
I
so
was
if he says things that maybe repeats once in a while, just forgive him.
Oh, I did fall down.
Yes, you did. See, you tried that too.
But I stood my ground. I'm a freaking ninja.
You did well.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this is like a bono pancake with stuff and coconut cream all over it.
Coconut cream.
Looks pretty awesome.
Looks pretty suggestive. I don't know. I saw that come through like, man, that's...
You're just ruining my appetite now.
But I thought you had like moments with the pirate and Lawrence. You should
I have
you up for
I have standards.
cheesecakes.
I'll take this from John. I'm gonna take it from you, Annabelle.
It's probably good that we're not drinking.
Take this back. It does look pretty good.
It does. I'm sorry to pick on you, but no, it looks delicious. It really does. I'm just teasing. It doesn't look anything like what I said earlier. Just keep that to myself. Anyway, so here we go.
It's a dirty girl.
Hey, I'm friends with guys my whole life.
Really?
It kind of happens, you know.
Well, how do you get along with me? I'm so clean cut. It's good.
This is amazing.
Even with filthy thoughts in my head, still good.
You have to try this. It's very spicy.
Okay.
It is like a flavor masterpiece. It is so good. Really.
Alright.
Take one of these little guys. Get a good
digging
scoop.
in.
Oh man. It is spicy.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah. I'm very happy with this.
It's really spicy.
It is. And it lasts. The spice will linger.
A nice kick to it, but the sour cream kind of cuts it, first, but then it's got the lingering heat. Really good rice. The rice's not mushy. I don't like mushy rice. You're welcome to a bite of jizz cake.
This is what happens when I drink,
later on
folks.
tonight.
That's what happens when I drink. It all comes out. I am a terrible person.
It's good. I'm glad I didn't get two.
I know, it's a monster.
Yeah. Could use a little syrup since it's a little dry, but it's good.
I wonder if this is like a mix or if they make it.
You think it's like you don't think it's a real homemade pancake?
I would like to believe it is because everything else here is made. It's good though. Either event, it's very tasty. This is very mild.
Yeah.
It's not super intense.
It's got
like
real
over the
coconut
top.
through it, actually. I don't know if you picked up on that.
Yeah.
Good shred of coconut.
It's a little tough because I got a lot of spice happening.
Yeah.
But
It's good. I will say I do think it's a little dry.
you got to be
I think
real.
it's good.
You got to tell people the truth.
Yeah.
We won't lie to you.
I'm not gonna lie.
We love you.
Yes.
No lies between people who love each other.
Aww.
Oh.
That's so weird.
Can I do this stupid thing that Sharon Osbourne does?
Aww. I hate that opening of the show. It's like so over dramatic.
I know, like Howie is like on the little jetpack thing.
Yeah. And it's like they pause, and I gotta totally do that for dinner in the movie now.
Get a jetpack? That'd be amazing.
Get a jetpack, yeah.
Please get a jetpack. That would be.
Anybody out there can hook me up with a
sweet.
jetpack? I'm pretty
I'll
good
do
to
a
go.
jetpack.
You can make
I'm
one?
afraid of being like up in the air, but I'll just do it just to do it.
Alright.
Cool little jetpack suit.
Alright. I think it'd be better
It's better than this. Sorry, Sharon. I do like you, but I don't like your little hard thing.
I'm probably not going in the air, but I'll watch.
Maybe we could just like cruise at ground level in a jetpack. Can you just hover? A hoverpack.
A hoverpack.
Hoverpack.
Like a hovercraft? Now we're thinking.
Yep.
The hovercraft people out there will freaking plug you to death
Absolutely.
here. You hook us up with your multi-million-dollar equipment?
Speaking of plugging,
Yes. Well, these ones are just for me.
but
Okay.
are they worthy of plugging?
I think so.
I will present them, and you may plug.
Alright.
So, this is what is termed a haul, because I'm getting cool free things. It's the Days of the Dead haul. So first, let me get into the little. Well, I did get this.
Yes.
Cool. Probably hard to pick up on the camera, but it's a bat necklace. It's very, very nice. But I didn't want to open anything else because I wanted to save it for
You
you.
want to wear it to the theater.
I wanted to save it for you.
Yeah. I'm just the coolest dude.
Pretty much.
Cinema Wasteland. That's not who made the necklace, though. I wish I would have remembered who made the necklace. He made some pretty cool stuff. He makes them all by himself.
Really?
Yeah.
If you're the guy that made the necklace, or you know the person that makes the necklace, just let us know, and we'll put a plug on the video for him. All right. Wow. All right, that's a bag. Ooh, I got a couple shirts.
Yes.
I feel like when you're a kid and it's your birthday, your family's all around you, you're like, hey!
You're hanging out with me every day's your birthday. What's that?
I can't even see it.
It's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh crap, that's awesome. This is one of my favorite horror movies. It's like, I don't know, I've got like this.
I got the knowledge, I know.
Yeah, I love this movie. I absolutely do.
One person says someone jizzed on your pancakes, and you know, and I buy your shirts.
That's rad. Rad. Bringing rad back. Follow your friends.
Totally gnarly. There's a reason for this one.
Do you remember Paris Hilton tried to bring out? That's huge.
Really?
Yeah, we're not doing huge.
No, I don't.
Huge.
We should make up our own.
Rad. We should come up with our own.
Yeah. It's like should it be a just a new word that no one's ever used, or should we use a word that's in like the book?
Dramatize a word that already exists.
Yeah, like this is totally friggin' cornbread. I don't think that one's gonna fly, but it's just an example.
All right. Acceptable as an example.
Man, that sure is friggin' hungry hippos, I'm telling you.
Neal doesn't believe in ghosts, right?
I've got senses.
It's a little story time. When I was a very young little girl, probably not even 5. It must have been Christmas because everybody had presents.
Right.
It was late at night, and I was in the living room. I was sitting opening present, or playing with a present. My brother was maybe a little bit further away than you are from me now.
All right.
And what I had in my hands was Hungry Hippos.
Really?
Looking at it, cold.
Hungry Hippos is the name of the game.
Flew out of my hands. I did not throw it.
Okay.
Did not throw it. It hit my brother. And I got blamed for throwing it.
Hungry Hippos.
I got blamed for throwing it. That house is weird, dude. I'm telling you right now.
So it all goes back. Why would I even say Hungry Hippos? I mean, what would be the reasoning for that? I mean, it's like no one talks about that game.
It's a good game.
Yeah, but why would I say it right now?
Because the story needed to come out.
Yeah, but
must be told.
But isn't it odd that I would even bring it up when you had a story about haunted Hungry Hippos? Crazy. I don't know. It's
Something's up.
Another sign.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We've got like some weird psychic link somehow. I don't know.
That's scary.
Weird, but you probably don't believe in that either.
Not really.
So, anyways, off my crazy story of childhood brother abuse.
Did you hurt him?
I don't. He cried, and I felt bad, but confused. I was very confused.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird things that happen. I had one of those dolls that cried, and it was in my toy box, and it would just cry. It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. That is one thing that's like on the Poltergeist movies and movie Magic.
Yeah.
Toys scare me because I always had a lot of action figures. And those, I don't get, I mean, not trying to be a tough guy or anything, but I don't get like scared or freaked out. But that always kind of freaked me out. Yep. Then I'd see them. The ad for Magic used to really scare me.
Really?
We had Hugo, which was like a dummy, a mannequin.
Yeah.
And that ad for Magic would come on, and he tells that little like poem where he's gonna keep your ding dong, you're dead, or whatever. I'd be freaked out. I kind of wish I got some of that instead.
Yeah, more. I won't be illegal all that. I promise you.
So what shirt you get?
Oh.
I'm gonna eat some of her food. What the hell?
Also relevant to Ghostly Tales, since I caught a peek of it. Also awesome. That's pretty pretty
Yeah.
sweet. Are these by the same person?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like glitter.
Yeah, all their shirts I kind of like because they were just black and white.
That was cool though.
I liked it. I don't know. I hope you like it, but
That's awesome.
I like this the white logo on the back. I think it's cool. There's a reason for that one because we may go see that in August.
That'd be cool.
Midnight
Very
show.
cool.
Then you can wear
There's
it.
a lot of good stuff coming up at that theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
It was,
like
That and Beyond was like a double showing.
yeah, the H.P. Lovecraft
Yeah.
double feature. So I don't know if those movies will be any good because they're like pretty old, but we
I'd go
will
see
be
them.
together, and whenever we're together, it's a good time. So
Jetpack. But, yeah, it could be this friggin' horrible movie, but I have a good time anyway. We could laugh at it.
exactly, dude, this is so good.
I know.
Have more.
I like it a lot better than my pancake. I'm not really over thrilled with my my just stuffed pancake.
Try some bread too.
Okay.
It is good.
I'm not
Yeah,
turning
have
it
a piece of
down.
bread.
The whole
Will
piece?
not feel, you know.
All
Yeah,
right.
take it.
It's a pretty thick piece of bread. Yeah, what kind is this?
Cheddar jalapeno.
That sounds good. You want all hot.
What?
You want all hot.
It's
You get spicy,
good.
you get spicy. And as we found out you're hot
I know the guy
together.
that was gonna hook us up with the cocaine connection.
Right. Why we turned it
Little
down? I
Miami
don't know.
Vice,
I probably would just got killed, but she would have.
right? You'd be in the water,
Yeah.
floating.
She would have met a, you know. she
Floating
probably
up the river into
went
the
through some
ocean.
worse stuff before she was killed.
Been bad. Bad.
I probably would have met a quick demise anyway.
Yeah, they'd want it over and done with.
Yeah, get this guy out of the way.
Right?
Yeah.
You're done. Overboard. Bye.
Tie up the friggin' hat. They actually seem pretty cool. Well,
Yeah, they were fine.
The boat
So
did
if
kind
you
of freak
are
me out, though.
actually the people that are here and you're watching this, we're just joking. It's a joke.
Yeah, he
You were
seemed
very
like a
cool.
good dude.
Everybody was decent.
Yeah, he did. He did
Yeah.
seem like a dude. But, yeah. I was kind of, I mean, I assumed you'd say no, but I was like, I hope she doesn't agree to this. It's a
No.
bad time.
I agree hanging out with people that I've known for 20 years, but
Oh,
agreeing to like
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
go on a boat with,
With someone you met
strangers,
5 minutes ago.
no matter how cool you are,
Yeah.
you offer me to go out on a boat at 2 in the morning and talk about cocaine. I'm not down for that. Sorry, I'm just not. I'm not that fun.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of fun.
Totally
But
ruined
those
it.
girls
Totally
at
ruined
Days of
my
the Dead-
weekend.
Now those girls at Days of the Dead, on the other hand, I bet they would have been all about it.
Yeah.
All about it.
They'd be missing tomorrow. It is good.
I feel bad, like I'm like flaunting it. Like this is still good news.
It's like rubbing it in. You and your Jersey pancake. I got my haunted hungry hippos. Just like I'm throwing it at you.
Yep. You've never had anything happen to you weird.
No.
You said something about UFO once, but you like explain it away. Like I explained my UFO thing away too.
UFO's different to me. I do believe there's other life out there. It's stupid not to.
What's a reasonable?
I think they come here and visit us in UFO in spaceship? Nah. But that I could. I'd be more open to that than ghosts or God.
Does there need to be a god to have ghosts?
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
Why?
Well, maybe not. I guess just a spirit stuff, but I don't believe that either.
Because I can see that you don't have to believe in God to believe in ghosts. My mom does not. Sorry, Mom. My mom is not into God or religion at all.
Right.
She kind of forbade me in many ways to not even pursue
Really?
a curiosity in religion.
See, I was, not that my family's really religious, but they all believe in God. But they never forced it on me.
No, my mom.
They don't go to church or anything.
My mom grew up in a small town in Massachusetts, a little fishing village, when she went to Catholic school as a little girl. And her parents were having issues, And they told her, the nuns told her, her parents were going to hell.
Wow.
Because they were separated.
That's hard.
So, you know, when my mom got older, she thought that's not a cool thing to tell a kid.
No, that's messed up.
Screw that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she was not into me being interested in religion at all. But I found ways around it because I'm interested in religion. I think it's fascinating. But it sucks because I have no faith.
Right?
I don't have no faith. I don't. I kind of would like to. I feel almost envious of people with faith. Because that must be nice.
Yeah. I mean...
Like someone's looking out for you all the time. Like God's got your back. Like I'm just on my own. Like
right. No, that's true. It's like, to me, it's like a placebo effect here. Is it better to just not believe it? But I mean, if it actually helps you that you believe this and it's helping you in your life, is it so wrong to believe in fairy tales? That is a question. Is it a comforting feeling to think that once you know dead, that's it? It's over. There's nothing.
No.
Not really, but
not so much.
But would it be better to believe something else?
Yes.
Maybe, but I don't. So
yeah.
It's I don't know.
What about reincarnation? No.
Could I talk myself into believing something that I know isn't real?
Do you know it isn't real, or you just
to me I know it's
feel
not real.
Really?
I would say no.
Wow.
Nothing. Just nothing.
Is that because God abandoned you? God abandoned you, Neal?
He doesn't exist. So how can he abandon me?
You're into deep stuff.
Yeah, I can get really dark here, but this is dinner and a movie. This isn't
So, this is philosophy time.
Yeah.
Dr. Lecter.
Right. This is Annabelle. This is an Annabelle talking to me about my personal issues. I'll come later off video.
We can have that as a segment. I can have like a cool, like long couch. Okay. You can lay on it, and I'll be like, therapist caught it.
That'd probably be scarier than a lot of movies we watch.
Yeah.
Some dark stuff in this head, but
yeah, but it's interesting. The people want to know what's really going on inside.
Do I want the people to know?
Maybe
That's the question. Not really.
We'll find out whether or not this segment gets edited out.
We'll leave it in.
You're seeing this.
Yeah. Has there been anything that I have left in the show you wish I would have edited out?
Of us?
What else would there be? What am I talking about?
Me in stunned silence because I was exhausted.
When was that?
Right now I'm like fueled with alcohol and energy drinks. I'm pounded
You're
like
getting more
giant energy drinks. Watch out, John, watch out.
Oh, he'll love hanging out with us.
Oh man, that poor guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I give him a lot of slack.
I like him.
Yeah, I like John too.
I like him. I think we actually have a lot of interests in common. Like I messaged him about music the other day. His music selections for the show.
Yeah, I don't think we have a connection there.
No.
We like a lot of other things. I don't think I'm going to listen to like William Shatner. I don't really listen to that. I just like to tell people. Yeah,
I think it's funny as hell. I know that I would listen to it all the time and like get in the groove of Bill Shatner.
Don't tell anybody, but I really don't. But you know, I like to pretend I do.
Maybe you should start.
Yeah, why not?
Perhaps.
I think it would
bring you closer to God.
I have more faith in William Shatner than I do in the Lord. I know he's real. William Shatner gave me the best ever turn down for the show.
Oh, really?
Yes. I asked him to come on Without Your Head, and I got an email right away. And it said it's from his age, but I like to just imagine it was William Shatner sitting there and reading his emails. And he's like, William Shatner only does major media outlets. And some people would be offended, but I just thought it was pretty awesome because he came from William Shatner.
We'll show him because in the future, when this is major,
yes,
Bill Shatner, we are coming for you.
We're going to knock down the door.
We will get you.
He's coming.
We will grab you and hold you and bring you in and talk with you. Yeah. And you'll find out it's not so bad.
Yeah.
We're cool. Yeah. You'll like it.
Mm-hmm. We could do a spin-off show if you want to talk about other things.
Right?
Like, you know,
deep
my mental behavior, yeah. But I don't think it belongs here.
All right. Moving along.
So So yeah, was there anything that has been on the shows that you he would edit that out?
Like I said, like sometimes, like I feel bad because I watch the show and I'm like, man, I look like I'm totally not paying attention to Neal at all. It's not on purpose.
That's probably because she isn't.
It's because I'm tired. I worked a long week, man. I work.
I know.
I work for a living.
It's all this anger coming out on me.
I have a cool job, but I still work.
I traveled 3 hours to be here.
That's true. Which I told everybody. I'm very excited.
You didn't tell them.
It's pretty awesome.
You didn't tell them.
He traveled many hours on a bus.
Right.
Come here to this. It's like kind of like a leap of faith.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool to be here, but really I came to see you. I mean, let's see.
I don't blame you. I'm kind of awesome.
It's really getting an ego here. I think I've created a monster.
I think so. I don't know if you created it, but you've unleashed it.
I've unleashed
it's like now I have a venue.
I thought you were like this sweet
to be
girl.
everything I ever wanted
I was
to
like,
be. I'm just
to be my sidekick. She'll sit there and laugh at my jokes, but
I am not a Robin to your Howard.
it's all going downhill now. It's the last show we're doing. I can't.
A little intimidated, huh?
Yeah. I am.
Yep.
No, I think. See, this brings out the best of me. Now I'm coming prepared next time.
I can spar.
Huh?
See, we can spar a lot.
All right. I got the ring.
I'm gonna have to join up with Ed Gonzalez.
Now you're choosing sides against me.
Well, if you want to spar, then spar is against,
Jeez.
and Ed Gonzalez is against.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
you got Lawrence Harvey in your corner, but I don't know if I want to go against Lawrence Harvey.
Yeah, you're
he's
going
freaking
down.
Rad.
You thought the boat experience was gonna be bad.
Yeah.
The stuff me and Lawrence are gonna do to you. It's way worse. Way worse than anybody on a boat could think of.
I can't know you guys. Even though I haven't met you yet, Lawrence, you have a special place with me now.
Yeah.
After all the cool stuff that
He's
I've
a great
heard,
guy.
and
He's a good dude.
I'm very much looking forward to meeting you. You seem like one hell.
Told me I'm a top man.
He's right.
So, but let me. So, how would it be possible? Like, if I'm saying something like this, friggin' hilarious, which I do quite often, just like, how do I edit out that you're not paying attention to me? That would be impossible. Let's put like a black spot over your face.
We could take a picture of me going like this, and just like put that over it.
It's obvious. Or
And that might be funny.
you could start paying attention to me.
I am right now. I'm prepared. Before, like, I don't actually like doing energy drinks like it's a drug.
Yeah.
I guess it is. But today I'm like, I was exhausted.
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
At work, I was by myself at the shop, and I'm just like, I'm gonna die tonight. So I went right there and got my energy
staying up all
drinks,
night
and I'm
now,
great.
so it's just really makes me feel good.
Yeah.
I'm just a horrible influence on you.
No way.
All right.
You should have caught the hallmark moment earlier, folks, when I was saying this man has made some of my dreams come true.
It really actually almost made me. I did tear up. There was tears.
It's true. I was bragging. I have a friend that lives around here, and I bumped into him at the show, and we were talking with him, and I was encouraging him to follow his dreams, because I did, painting human centipede paintings, and then we meet, and it's wonderful. We have this beautiful thing together.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's mutual. It's not just one way.
Exactly.
Because I've been doing this for a long time. It's made me happy, but it's a specialness here.
Yeah. So, what's that NBC special moment thing? You know when they got the little rainbow,
hungry hippo.
Star,
Yeah.
and now you know.
Yes, now
you know. Follow your dreams.
Is this one of the things you want me to edit out, or are you going to be happy with this being in
I
here?
would love it.
All right. It's going to be in here then.
Follow your disappointments.
Huh?
It's important.
It is.
People should find something there. If you were, what I did myself is I started painting stuff that I thought no one would want to ever look at. Mm-hmm. Said screw it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it anyway because I want to.
Yeah.
People like it, and now look at my life is cool.
Should we tell a story about how we met?
Sure.
All right. We've never said it on the video.
No, but now you can know the truth.
Right. She's a hell of a painter, great artist. You tell by the hat, not just the hat, but I mean all her artwork's great. And I'm not just saying that because she's here and friend of mine.
No, I know.
Yeah, you know it's good.
I do.
You have to have confidence.
I do. That's one of the things in life I know I'm good at. I'm good at making art. I'm not the best in the world.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are better than me, but I do make good art.
Yeah. So we're on Dieter Laser's page. I'm a big fan of Human Centipede. She's a big fan. She's probably a little bigger than me, but I still really like the movie. And just start commenting on this painting of Dieter Laser I like.
Yep.
And then I put up the interview I did with Dieter Laser, and it just took off from there.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what I did. I added Dieter as a friend. It was like, hey, check out this painting I did of you as Dr. Hyder, and he liked it. And then Neal saw it. He commented on it.
Yeah.
He said, hey, I did an interview with Dieter Laser. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'll listen to it. And it was great.
Yeah, that's probably one of my most proud interviews I've done.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a really good interview.
Yeah.
So check it out if you haven't already seen it, because it is really good. Well, Dieter Laser seems like a cool guy.
Yeah.
You know? He's a good actor to talk to.
Yeah. But I gotta have confidence in myself too. I think I did a good job.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But it helps when you know how it is. Of course you do, because you've interviewed so many
you could be the greatest interviewer in the world, but there's some people you can get nothing out of.
Yeah. Yep.
Butch Patrick.
I won't mention some names, but I could think of someone that you interviewed at the last con. I won't drop names, but someone you interviewed at this past Days of the Dead.
Weird, like if you would go to Days of the Dead, like almost or any convention a bunch of times, and have like no interest in horror movies.
I'm so happy you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No names. But
I've never tried a Shirley Temple. Can I try it?
Try it. Yeah. If you menfolk would ever like a Shirley Temple, ask for the Batman. It's basically Sprite and grenadine with cherries.
Yeah, don't ask for the Spider-Man. I don't know if you know this term, but I'll tell you later. That's good.
It's nice, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
It was too late to get drinks. That's why she's drinking. She'd be loaded if it wasn't.
I feel like I probably had a fair amount of drinks anyway. I've grown into a lightweight. I don't really go out that much anymore, so it doesn't take too much. What did I have? I had the Swedish fish that was at Rira.
Yeah.
Just kind of like a shot, like a good sized shot.
Yeah, but it was a little bigger than a shot.
Yeah, it's either a very, very small drink or a very, very big shot.
Right.
Whichever way. Let's say it's a big shot because that makes it sound nice.
Yeah.
Then we had the Dirty Girl Scout grasshopper thing. Yeah. I had one of those.
I had a caramel white chocolate at
Rira.
Yeah.
You ended up. It was funny because he ordered a Jack and Coke, and I was like, "Oh, should I get a grasshopper, Dirty Girl Scout?" I thought they were the same thing. So Neal said, "Forget what I ordered. We'll take both of those." The waitress came back and she had 3 drinks. So.
So I ended up with 2. I was double fisting it, and then when I got another round, it was another double one. So.
Yeah, whatever. We made it work.
Good. Yeah, very good.
Yep. So yeah, I think in all I only had like 4 drinks.
Yeah, you stick with me, you'll be free.
I'll toughen up.
Yeah.
I'll
get you into training.
I'll have a champion gut.
Yes.
I'll have like a nice alcohol belly. I'm screwed. Damn.
Are you sure you want to keep doing these things with me?
I'm gonna have to start going to the gym. But yes.
It's good times.
It is, it's fun.
Yeah.
So, I don't know when you want to start talking about this experience.
We could probably do it right now. We've been talking about nothing.
Rambling on and on about our own personal little things.
Yeah.
Hopefully it was interesting.
Yeah.
If not, then sorry, but I did not know what to expect when we went to the show.
We went to Grand Guignol. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. The Theater of Terror.
Guignol.
Yeah. Now, first of all, it was the theater, so we wanted to get all dressed up here. You got look at the zombies. I'm pointing at this thing. I'm not like a creep. We got.
Yes, he is. Don't let him. You know by now, he's a creep.
You got the bed, the dress, a skirt, I don't know what the hell it is. But she's dressed up.
I tried.
Yeah, I thought it looked really nice.
Thank you. I made the effort.
You got the hat and tie.
Yeah, he's very sharp looking.
Yeah. I had this down, but it's too hot.
You are a snappy dresser in general.
I try. But I had a good time. And it was It was hot wearing this.
Oh, dear God.
And it was so hot in the building. Because you're in this little room, no air conditioning.
No fans.
No
Nothing.
fan.
No relief.
And there was, it was cool because they had the one section was a splatter section because we heard that you're going to get splattered with blood. And it was like covered with plastic sheets, and then they had like ponchos. And no one was sitting there.
Yeah, when we first got there, it was almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was pretty close to showtime, and there's a whole group of people far away from the splatter section. And then we showed up, and I said, hey, do you mind?
No, I was all for it.
All into it.
I took off the vest and tie, but I probably wouldn't. The poncho would have been all right, but... And then one other dude came over. And then
he took some convincing.
Yeah, he did. We had to talk him into it. That's our deal. Talking to drinking, and now we're talking to this guy to get splattered with blood. Kind of people we are. And then 2 other people came. So we had a little group there, a little splatter group. Yeah. And I was glad that the people there told us that we didn't need the ponchos till the 3rd act, because if we would have sat there the whole time with the bags on, that would have been hot.
It was hot enough. Yeah, it would have been hospital trip.
She was fanning me.
I did.
I felt that was really cool. I think she should start doing that and just feed me grapes. Yes. That could be our spin-off show.
Feeding you grapes. That is the show.
Yeah.
Just you
for hours. Yeah.
Me fanning you and feeding you grapes.
So I'm just sitting like in a lawn.
At the same time. We'll see.
You better.
That's the question.
Freaking better.
So tune in, Karen Annabelle, feed grapes and fan at the same time.
Let's be sitting in a lawn chair.
Ultimate. Yeah. The ultimate woman.
That'd be a great show for me. Oh, we got crumbs all over the place.
Oh, and my poncho was sticky. Like, I thought I said, is your poncho sticky? And I think he thought maybe it was, and then later I said, no, it's sticky like there's gum inside. It's like the whole thing is tapped.
Yeah, now who's got the pancake dollar? I just ate mine. You wore yours. I think I just lost again.
Yep.
But yours probably really was. But anyway, it was 3 short stories.
Yes.
And the first one was kind of odd.
Well, I think not knowing really what we were getting into, it was very, it was almost like seeing Shakespeare. It was very old-fashioned.
Yeah. And you'll see in the thing, we talked about the history of this whole idea, and so, that made more sense then. But yeah, it was. What was odd about too was the husband was so old, much older than the wife.
Which I guess in that era. Yeah. Which it was like colonial-ish times, and there's a woman and she's yapping on about. Oh, that was really weird. She was like, so she was reading tea leaves and because she was trying to get pregnant, and I guess her and her husband were trying. It wasn't happening. She reads the leaves and it tells her it's all going to work out. And what did she say? Something like that.
It was really strange.
Like she'll have something in her belly that day. It was like, whoa, because that, like, it sounded so kind of like, I don't know, almost a very proper sound. Until she started talking, like, she phrased it like that, like, there's going to be seed in my belly tonight.
That's like, what it was.
Crap, what are we watching?
And then it got really dirty. It got really dirty for a while. And I think we both liked that part.
That was actually, it was awesome. It was a little bit dry. At first, the husband comes home and they bicker and moan about pregnancy and all this crap. And like all this stuff about tea leaves and how she's made, she's gonna get pregnant because she did some
the basic thing was, he couldn't bear her child. She couldn't bear him a child. So. And
then they bring out the boot.
Yeah, I didn't really understand the boot.
Like, I guess the boot was.
It was his dad's old boot.
It underneath floorboards or something. Somehow it was her dad.
It was hard for me to follow. I gotta say.
It was weird. I think. It seemed like a stretch. Like, they probably could have simplified that a lot. The acting was good. It was. She did really well.
And the guy had a really creepy laugh when he first came in.
Yeah, he was creepy as hell. I was wondering, like, when he came in, who is this going to be? And then you find out it's her husband.
Yeah, then it made me creepy. Yeah. Weird. And then when the zombie, first he just friggin' bends her over the table. He's gonna.
Oh yeah, because he's pissed at her.
Just be
about the whole
putting seed in
pregnancy
her
thing.
belly. Right.
And she's like, I've done this thing to get pregnant. And he's like, well, we don't need that, and just puts her right over a chair and like is about to mount her.
Yeah.
And then it
Pretty
goes
graphic.
to black.
Yeah. And then the friggin' zombie dad comes in.
Yeah, because what she'd done to get herself pregnant is she summoned. She didn't know this, but she summoned his father.
Yeah.
And then the father comes in. He's like got this like red skull, almost like skull face.
I thought he looked like the Red Skull when he first came in.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's got like the cool like coats, like you'd see like the red coats kind of coats. It's like
I thought it was almost a fireman suit.
Oh really?
But you're probably right. It kind of looked like to me like a fireman
like
suit.
the long cuffs and
it could be
like that.
Right.
So that guy comes in and he basically says to his son like, "You don't know what you're doing. I'm going to show you how it's done, boy." And it's like, oh my god.
This guy's like
he just grabs her.
And put her right up against the wall and going to town.
Starts doing her and
it was very graphic, very loud.
We're driving the people away. Like this table just cleared out behind us, and the waitress is giving us the hairy eyeball.
We have this effect on people.
Happens,
Maybe we should order a drink or something.
Yeah.
Then we don't feel so bad. Oh, screw it.
We paid. It's open 24 hours.
Yeah, what the hell? Nobody. It was other people.
But
anyway,
other people.
Yeah, and he's put up against the wall and was going to town, and she was screaming.
Like, into it. Like at first he like came up to her and was like putting her in a trance. Like, "Ooh, now you think I'm attractive instead of a scary skull man." And then he just like he like gets her right up against the wall and is really.
It's reenacted.
Yeah, it's I mean, you don't see any nudity, but it's some aggressive.
It was a little awkward. I gotta be honest.
Stuff going on.
Yeah.
It was some,
it was like very loud.
Some serious thrusting happening. And there was a lot of moaning and screaming and
I was like, man,
she sounded like she was having fun. She's a good actress. She's having a nice time with Skull Dude.
And I was like, man, I hope I'm not supposed to have my poncho on now because I really don't want to get splattered at this moment.
Oh, that would be terrible. You can get out some of the coconut sauce. So anyways, that was, crazy, but it was kind of exciting because it had been a little bit slow, and then you see that, it was like, oh crap, maybe we're in for some
now it's turning good.
Theater.
Yeah, this is the kind of theater we're into.
Right, but, so it fades to black again, and I don't know.
I honestly, I wasn't into. I don't really know I don't really understand the point of that whole story.
I think the only thing I can think of is they must have thought it'd be cool to have like a demon screwing some girl. Let's build a story around the concept of a demon screwing some girl who's technically her stepfather. And that is weird, incestuous. So after she does the deed, she's all proud of herself, like, "No, I'm gonna bury you a child. We're gonna have a son." And the guy is like, "That is not my kid. That was like my dad.
My zombie dad.
Dad just screwed you.
Yes.
And I'm all set with that. I will pass on demon baby. A little Rosemary's Baby thing happened.
I mean, is he supposed to be the villain there? I mean, I'd take his side. I wouldn't strangle her, but
yeah, because he took her out.
Yeah.
She was like, "I did this for you," and he's like, "We're done here." He starts choking the hell out of her, drops her to the ground, and
that was it.
Assumedly, she dies, and he sits in his reading chair with a big smile on his face. He's like, "Nope, sorry, that's
not happening.
If I'm gonna be a dad, that's not how it's
gonna be my demon seed.
It's gonna be me."
All right. So I honestly, I wasn't sure what to even think about that one. But then I went to the second one, and I thought it picked up.
Yeah.
And it was, and it said an asylum.
Yeah.
And it was, I thought the girl was like chained from the neck to the wall, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
And the nurse came in, and she was complaining that like these two other inmates had come in at night, and like they kind of suggested they molested her, but like I guess they were like stabbing her with needles and whatnot.
I don't know. It might have been. I think maybe that time they were just like tormenting her.
Yes.
Like teasing her.
Tormenting.
I worked in an adolescent residential. It was, this whole thing had like, I was like, oh man, that's just like being in an adolescent residential. Like residents are like, "I'm scared," and people are like, "Shut the fuck up, go back to bed. I don't give a damn."
That was her.
So that's pretty much what it was. This girl is like, I'm scared, I'm frightened, I am seeing people coming in my room at night, and nurses aren't helping me. And
this one had, I think after we talked to the producers, it was better to me because they talked about this was actually an old story that they rewrote for today, but at the time it was really when they started to work on psychological evaluations and different techniques and stuff. So I think that it made more sense to me.
Yeah,
I think even without that it made sense, but
Yeah, but just it's cool putting the historic spin on it.
Yeah.
To know that when this type of theater happened, psychology was just it was a new field. Like no one really did that seriously as a science. So the science was being developed back when they had like the asylums where you'd hose people down and there'd just be people ranting and raving all over the place. And so the common person was very curious about that. And so this kind of theater indulged that. And like anything people are afraid of, you like spin it and then you get into their fears because people are afraid of what they don't understand.
Right.
So it tapped into that part of society at that time.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure, maybe you know better than me, but what was there any meaning to like the owl being in there?
I know of. So what happened was we skipped over the part about the doctor.
Right.
We'll get back to that if it's relevant. So this woman, crazy, she's getting frightened by
by two other inmates.
The other residents who are supposedly harassing her at night. So nighttime comes and the doctors and nurses are like, you're crazy, we'll have a guard on you, but you're crazy and whatever. So night comes, the nurse is not paying attention. These people, these two girls, the other residents, get into her room. They start tormenting her because she's chained up by the neck. She's not going anywhere. So they're on top of her and they're yelling at her. They're telling her. One girl's like, "Oh, you've got such pretty eyes, and they're not yours." And it's like screaming.
Yeah, they were pretty good screamers.
Wow, I can't imagine being the actress that was getting screamed at.
I wish it would have went more into that part of like the eyes aren't yours. I don't know, that was kind of an interesting line to me, and if they would have went more into what that meant, I think it would have been pretty cool.
I agree. But behind that, so the theory is, okay, these eyeballs aren't yours, and behind these eyeballs is an owl.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that meant.
Taking up residence in your body.
Yeah, I don't know if that was like code for something, like what kind of imagery that was, but I didn't really get what that was going for.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird.
Mm-hmm. Definitely weird, yeah. But maybe that was just it. Maybe it was just this weird thing that they're saying. But to me, it felt like maybe you're supposed to connect that with something else, but I didn't quite understand it.
Yeah.
But this one was, how did that end?
So that one ended, the nurse who was supposed to be watching over her was coming in and out of the room, basically telling her to, like I said, shut the hell up. You're crazy. There's no one in here. Because the girls would hide when the nurse would come because the room was dark because it was back in the days of being lit by candles. So the nurse left. The girls came back and went back to the whole eyeball thing. They had a knitting needle and
that was cool too. They were sticking the needle in her eye, in her head.
Yeah,
they gave her like a lobotomy or something.
Little like eyeball.
Yeah, oh yeah, they ripped the eyeball. Yeah.
Procedure, and then there's the one girl that's got the knitting needle who was like, "You got pretty eyes, and they're not yours." She's like over her with the knitting needle, gets the eyeball out. Then the other girl's like got the eyeball and was playing with it and looking at it. Got blood all over her.
There's a lot of cool eyeball stuff on the show. Yeah.
The eyeball was impressive. That was a really nice prosthetic eyeball.
But I gotta say, did you want to say anything more about that one, the second one? Because I gotta say, when the third one started, this is really what made the show for me.
Absolutely, it was good.
And just everything about it. I like the over the topness of all the performances. There's only 3 people in it, but I liked everyone was really over the top, accent.
Yeah, French accents to the characters.
Yeah, and the doctor guy was so good, and not just over the top, but I mean it was funny, and yet it was dark, and it had like all the different elements that I really enjoyed.
It was very well balanced because, like you're saying, it was funny, but they did a good job of still making it kind of, surprising, and creepy, and you're not really sure how it's going to turn out, and then you're happy that it goes the way it does. So the promise is that there's a doctor and his wife, who's his assisting nurse. And this guy comes in he needs like vaccinations because he's going to some faraway, I don't remember which country he's going to some faraway land. So they're all in this room together. He's up on the table.
A lot of good little one-liner things, a little innuendo and stuff, which is right up my alley. I thought it was a lot of fun.
So the doctor cuts out of the room to get something, and then the man on the table is like, "Oh, my darling, it has been so long, and you cannot resist me. We've had this." So basically, like, him and this girl have had this past, like this
affair.
Yeah, an affair, an adulterous relationship together behind the doctor's back. And so the doctor comes back and forth. He forgets something, he leaves, he comes back, and every time he leaves, they have like these really funny dialogues, and just their accents are these like Inspector Clouseau, like really.
And that really made it. All these little things made it. Not if it was just accents, if it was just the dialogue, but all that combined really made it for a fun experience. And then it got really gory, pretty gory for like a stage play for a small independent stage play. Yeah, and Death by 1,000 Cuts.
Oh, that was cool.
It was really cool because he went to poison the doctor, but here he poisoned the patient because he knew, and then so he was going to kill him slowly. He killed his wife too, and so he was going to kill him slowly with Death by 1,000 Cuts.
Ancient Asian
technique. And he really went into it too. Yeah, it was really funny, and it was really funny getting cut up to death. And so he's cutting his leg, and it looks really good.
And I think what they had is they had like a false razor, and the guy had like a blood packet in his hand, so he cut and squeezed the blood packet, and it was like...
It was really bloody.
It looked good. I mean, it didn't look like a blood packet, but... I mean,
no, it looked really good.
If you know this stuff, you know what's going on. But it looked great. It was very, very
before that, when he killed his wife, because he slices her throat, and that's when the blood... She turns to us, and the blood splattering out of her neck, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah, they had like this little pipe that went up her shirt, and when he cut it, like you said, she just turned and faced the splatter section, and it was just...
it was right in my face. I closed my eyes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But it smelled good. It was like it smelled like chocolate covered cherries.
It did. It smelled really good. And so I licked her face off. No, I was licking my face. It actually tasted good too.
Did you really taste it? I was kind of afraid. But
really?
It's like, this smells good.
Would you have been freaked out if I just reached over and started licking you?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'll remember that for future references.
Probably not.
Right.
The whole face licking thing. Yeah. I don't even like it when dogs lick my face, and they're supposed to. That's weird. I don't know.
Yeah. I wasn't really going to do it. I just kidding.
I know. But so I have a thing for evil doctors, and this guy did an awesome job. He was great. He sold it.
I don't know if you. I just really thought he had this Bill Moseley vibe to him. I could picture like if that, and I don't want to say like he should probably do it if they actually did like a movie, but I could see Bill Moseley playing that character.
Yeah, absolutely. And the guy afterwards, we went out for drinks with a couple of the people that I know from living in the area. And we ended up going out to the bar, and the whole cast was there, and the whole works. It was the cast, the crew, and all these people. And that guy who played the doctor was there, and you'd mentioned, hey, I just want to let you know your portrayal reminded me of Bill Moseley, and he was super flattered, which is cool.
Yeah, because the other guy didn't know Bill Moseley. No, he didn't. I was a little let down.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't into horror. But he was good-natured about it.
He was good.
He hadn't seen it.
They both took pictures with the hat, which I know made you proud.
I wish we got some names.
Yeah, I know.
We should have gotten their names.
We probably should have if we were more professional.
You guys are cool.
Yeah.
Players Ring, Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Yeah, cool. I had a lot of fun. And they have a D&D night. That was a little closer.
I don't know what that's all about.
I don't know either. Yeah, I don't know if everyone plays or what's going on.
I don't know. That'd be weird.
Yeah, like you all make a character. Now, I play D&D pretty much my whole life up until not that long ago. But did you ever really get like where you guys would dress up and stuff? Because I never did that.
I did not. However,
I think most people who think of D&D think that's what everyone's into, but it's really not.
In my very recent history, I have a couple friends in Salem, and they LARP.
Yeah.
And I was very close to LARPing. That close. I was that close to lightning bolt.
So what? You'd be shooting a lightning bolt?
Well, do you know anything about LARPing?
No.
Really?
No.
So LARPing is live action role playing.
Oh.
And you make a character sheet. There's a dungeon master, a game master, whatever.
I thought you said a lightning bolt, but you're saying LARPing.
Lightning bolt. So I'll explain the lightning.
Okay. I'll see.
So some of you have probably seen the video, if you're nerds, of the LARPer who kind of makes a bad name for LARPing by casting lightning bolt. You get in costumes and stuff like that, blah blah blah. You go out there, you've got kind of like a setting an environment, and you go to wherever this LARP is at for however many days. It's usually like a weekend, and you do your thing. You play your characters and whatever. Obviously, you cannot cast magic in real life.
Some of us can. Some of us, maybe they can.
Probably not lightning bolt.
Right.
Maybe. Perhaps. Maybe you do. So in this game, if you cast any kinds of magic, you have packets. And a packet is like a little, like a sack full of, I don't remember if they used rice or birdseed. These little birdseed cloth sacks, and they're different colors depending on what kind of thing you're casting. So if I was going to cast lightning bolt, I'd have my little bag that represents my lightning bolt spell and say lightning bolt and throw it.
You just throw it like a bean bag kind of deal. All right.
And then I don't know how you resist that. I don't know. I didn't end up going. I kind of wish I had, because I could just have the experience and know.
If it ever comes up again, I'll go with you if you're up
Would you
for
really?
It. I would, yeah.
They'd be all about you going.
Really?
They're cool people.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
My Salem friends are very cool people.
Okay.
So I'll find out about that.
I'll do it. Well, only if we can videotape it, though. As long as it's a funny video, yeah.
So,
I'll do it. Especially if it's a game, if it's a pirate.
There's some of the games you can be all kinds of crazy stuff. Crazy things.
Well, what's your character? Your go-to character usually?
I usually am a ranger in D&D.
Same here,
We're dorking out big time right now.
Yeah. Let's get back to the horror.
I don't mind. It's cool. I have nothing to be ashamed of. I'm a big nerd. Although I know there's a lot of contention about who's a nerd, who's a dork, who's a geek, who's a dweeb. Whatever. I'm a nerd.
No, honestly, I really think you should always just enjoy what you enjoy.
Absolutely.
Don't worry about what other people think about it.
Exactly. If you guys aren't cool,
And if someone doesn't like you because you like, I like wrestling my life, horror movies, that's not for everybody.
No.
And I would play D&D my whole life. A lot of people make fun of that, but
I was playing D&D
if you
this past
enjoy it,
winter.
really,
Yep.
I haven't played it in a long time. I really miss it.
Oh, we've got a great dude that runs it. He's so clever. He comes up with nice stories.
Yeah.
He's crazy bastard. He makes some good stories.
You gotta
Crazy bastard makes good stories.
You got to be a little crazy to be creative. That's what I think.
I think it's true. It's valid.
Freaking nuts.
Yep.
I'm pretty sane, but I'm pretty creative, I think.
I think I'm crazier than I let on.
Really?
I think I seem fairly normal.
I probably know you a little more.
You do.
Yeah.
I think I come off really well. I present well. Like, hey, this is a nice girl.
Yeah.
If you see some of my posts on the page, I'm talking about stabbing people in the face.
That's what I like about you.
So there's that.
Right, and stuff that don't even make it to the post. So.
What alignment would you be? What alignment are you in real life?
In real life.
In real life, what alignment do you think you are?
I always thought it was neutral good, but I think as I've gotten older, I'm pretty chaotic.
I feel the same.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything really lawful about me. Well, really? I might be chaotic. I think I have some goodness to me, so I'm going to be chaotic good.
That's why I feel like I'm chaotic neutral, because I can do good things when I feel like it.
Right.
But some of my opinions are like burn people and stab them in the face.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore.
Depends if they deserve it. So if you deserve to be stabbed in the face,
then I'll stay on your good side and go like your I stole her
I've
bread.
never actually stabbed anybody in the face yet.
In the face.
I'm working on it. Like I told Baba Beasley, someday Vigilante is gonna come out. It could happen. So when I crack, get ready, folks, because it's gonna be special.
Right.
There really are no female serial killers of any
yeah, we've talked about this before. There's no real female
anything.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
It's a real lag. We said this before on the show. I don't know if you've ever heard this, but can you even honestly think of like a female actress that you would Like, if Jack Nicholson's in a movie, you're gonna see it, okay?
Yeah, he's cool.
Is there any? And there's other actors like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But there's no actresses that you like.
I'm like, oh, she's so awesome. I want to see her.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. There just isn't. No. And I don't know if it's that there's not actresses or there's not roles that enough that they play.
It's tough. Like I said before about being reincarnated, don't come back as a girl.
All right.
Fucking blows. It sucks, dude.
Okay.
It's shitty. There's a lot of expectations for girls. It sucks.
You gotta carry a bag.
I know, you gotta carry. Well, it's good and a bad because you have the option to have a bag if you need to bring a lot of shit around with you. So that's cool.
I just stuff my pockets.
I know. I do like the cargo pants, but
I'm a big fan of the cargo pants.
I have no issue with gay women or bisexual women. So
Mm-hmm.
this is not me like saying that they're bad. But when you wear cargo pants, people are like, you're a lesbian.
Right.
So it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It sucks. But I guess men get the same kind of crap if you wear certain things. And
well, I'm not getting that wearing cargo pants.
I know.
I'm getting that like freaking kicking, exchanging $1 with a male pirate on a table. People are questioning me.
See, this guy inspires me because he's not afraid.
I'm not.
He's not afraid. He'll just do what he does.
Yeah.
That's where I need to be.
Such an inspiration.
You are. I'm inspired by you.
No, I feel this is like the greatest show ever. I hope people are going to enjoy it, but we're just like talking about how great we are.
We're talking about living your dreams and be yourself.
Yeah.
Look up to Neal.
I just feel like we should just hug. Yeah. But you know what else ended that thing? There was this big song.
Oh, that was cool. It was. At first, I was like, what's happening here? They're like starting to sing. I thought
it kind of brought it all together.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was cool. I wish I could remember some of the lines from
it was like you're something about you're always welcome at our home.
Yeah, you're always welcome to our home or our house.
Yeah.
But there were all these lines about like getting buried in the basement and
I thought it kind of made it like kind of brought the whole show together as a show, and I thought it was a good ending and kind of a feel-good moment for the end of the thing.
Yeah, it was.
I liked it. Yeah.
Yep,
so overall, I'm gonna say like I wasn't crazy about the first story, but overall, I think the whole experience is really good.
Yeah,
and the last one I thought was really a great story.
And big props to Brian White of Cinema Suicide. He wrote that, and I've known that guy for a long time. He's a very creative guy, so I'm really happy for him that he was able to put that out there.
It was excellent.
Yep.
It was everything about it. It was well written, well performed.
Yeah.
It looked good. Just excellent stuff. Effects. It was funny, yet it was dark and gory.
Yeah. He said he only took like a month or so to write that.
Yeah.
Which I was very impressed by, because he's got a job and a family and everything. So it's very good.
Yeah, good stuff. So had a good time.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
So hopefully we were asking them if they're going to do any more of that. Hopefully they will.
Yeah, I hope they keep it up.
A little bit longer because it was
short.
It was like an hour show.
Yeah, it was pretty short.
They smashed a lot into an hour.
I think that worked for each individual story because I think the last one, even though I really liked it, if it would have went real long, it might have dragged. But I think the shortness of it really helped it because it really kept it moving. And but maybe if you would have added a couple more stories just so the whole show itself is longer, not necessarily each story.
Yeah. Because it's just the 3 stories. And I think anybody, even though it was hot, anybody that was there would have sat for a couple stories.
They were having fun.
Even if it was just an hour and a half. You know?
It was having a good time.
But it was good. It was not expensive.
No, it was real cheap.
And a cool town.
It is. It's a really nice town. I like it here. It's very similar to my hometown, but it's a little more stuff going on. Kind of like down Cape for me.
Yeah.
The big city of Hyannis.
Yeah.
But I like it. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of places open.
Yep.
People doing stuff.
We even do everything the town has to offer.
I know.
It's cool. There's some cool stores.
Yeah.
Macro Polo.
I might have to make another trip sometime.
Absolutely.
If you'll have me.
Yeah, I'll take you to the arcade. Hampton Beach.
You don't want to go to the arcade in my town, but I would go to like an actual arcade. My arcade in my town's horrible.
Really?
Yes.
What do you have for games?
They got like those games where you get like tokens, like you dance and you hit you match stuff. And,
it's like for kids.
But then they got these old games from the '80s, but half of them don't work.
That sucks.
Yeah, you play Punch Out and the right punch doesn't work. It costs like $1.
We used to have 3 arcades at Hampton Beach. One of them burned down. 2 or 3 years ago, which sucked. But they've got like a good blend of old and new games. Funorama is the best.
Do they still make new games, like new arcade games?
Yeah, they do like shooter games. A lot of the games that they put out now are like driving games. And crap. You know what they do? They've got like games of game shows, like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and Deal or No Deal. It's freaking. Oops. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's 24 hours here.
Yeah.
So.
It's really wet.
Hopefully people aren't too pissed.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. I don't.
I'm not a regular customer here. Me and my jet-setting lifestyle.
They haven't come back and asked if we wanted anything.
Right? I know, right?
Like, I might have got something. I'm pretty thirsty.
Oh, yeah.
No refill on the orange juice.
You got water, man. Drink some water.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
I've already drank 2 glasses.
Anyway. Oh, now you got your syrup.
Why did they bring syrup?
Why wasn't it here before? When you see, this is
that's true.
This place is cool. And you got a pancake, and there's no syrup on the table.
Yeah.
Now it's the end of the night, and they start passing out the syrup.
Yeah, it's like freaking 3:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
They're freaking. I don't know. Strange. But anyway, I had a good time.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
I'm happy you made the trip.
Yeah, I am too.
It was really good.
Like I said, it's always fun hanging out with you.
Absolutely, always fun hanging out with you too.
Yeah.
And I appreciate all the spoils of Days of the Dead.
I appreciate making the hat.
Oh yeah, I love making the hat. Got it sent to you tonight.
Yes, it did. Have you worn the hat?
I don't think I have. I don't know if it's seated well.
Oh, looking pretty good in the hat, I gotta say.
I did used to have a top hat.
Really?
Stolen.
Really?
By a friend.
Man, it's
now
sad
he's got my hat. I can't even call him out on it anymore because it was like 15 plus years ago. Be like, hey, do you still have my hat?
Does he walk around town with it? Or?
He doesn't live here anymore. He's out in New York. So I can't even like.
If you listen to this, bring your hat back. I thought about getting one of those little top hats, but I don't know if you'd like those.
I don't know. I'm very mixed about the little top hats because I liked them when I first saw them, but now it's like it's the thing.
Yeah.
And as soon as something's the thing, I'm like, fuck.
A lot of the people I see wearing them are not like people I just really associate with you with. But I do think like you'd look good in one. But I can see what you're saying.
Yeah. I'll go with a normal top hat then.
Yeah, they had like purple. You probably like black though.
I like black.
Yeah.
But I could jazz up my own black hat. Put some stuff on it.
Exactly.
I could make it my own.
What would your characters be? The Dieter.
Oh yeah, of course. If I was gonna do the same idea.
Same idea, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably do like my villains. It'd probably be less monsters. I like monsters, but I'm not as into monsters.
Yeah, well, I like other ones too, but we kind of decided this would be the way to go for it.
Yeah, we picked out like a certain set.
Yeah, but it would be like you'd have like Dieter, you'd have Annabelle Lecter.
Yeah.
And
have Leatherface.
Leatherface, that'd be a good one. Maybe Martin. Human Centipede. Do you feel like you're cheating on Dieter if you put Martin on yours?
He'd understand.
Alright.
He'd understand.
But he'd have prominence.
They'd have to be on separate spaces though. They have to have their own sides. They can't share.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but
it takes time to think because I didn't pick all those off the top of my head either. I creep show ones, but it's excellent, and that's really what I like about it. It's really personalized to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's how I feel. Like I've had a couple people talk to me about hats, and it's like I don't just have to. It's not going to be like this hat. Like if someone's going to get one of these hats, I'm not going to do the same.
Yeah,
again,
it should be
it's art and it's for the individual.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to just be a hat either. I think a lot of people are just stuck on that you just this
do
person.
Top hats.
Yeah.
But I don't care. It could be a pair of shoes.
Yeah, I think you got to use
a spoon. I don't care.
Use your imagination.
Do like a cool little spoon.
Yeah, because I had something that I wear all the time.
Yes.
So it was really
fits for you.
Yeah, it was the whole thing about it's really personalized to me. So if you're out there and you want something, you should get something that's really personal to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you want the same kind of idea, but I will not do any repeats. That's I guess me being the art snob.
Right.
It's like, if someone has something you think it's cool, that's nice, but I'm not going to do it again.
Yeah.
So if you get whatever, it's going to be yours and yours alone. That's how it is. It's what art's supposed to be. Unique. Cool.
I think you should get a top hat now.
Thank you very much for plugging me. Again.
Anytime. Sounded dirty.
Not really. Until just now. Until you made it that way.
I get
Until you went
twisted.
down
I
that
get
road.
twisted
I was
everything.
so dirty. No, it wasn't.
I know, but that's just the kind of guy I am.
Well, John's got it. Like, seriously, I like say all kinds of creepy shit to John all the time.
Right.
Why would I not expect that?
Yeah, would you feel left out if I did?
Right?
Yeah.
Be sad. Like,
what's
oh,
wrong
man.
with this guy? That's kind of dirty, that picture.
I know. We should get a picture of that, because that is... it's funny. Pointing right down at that guy too. He's like ready to unleash on that dude. Yeah, that whole scenario is bizarre because there's like a little girl kind of like creeped out by him and the unsuspecting man below.
She's so happy about it
No.
too.
Yeah, really. Guard.
Yeah,
like,
she's just terrified. She's like, this happened to me before. I know what's going on.
Well, that
this
poor
guy's
dude in
totally
the hat. He can't
unexpected.
see past the brim of his hat.
No. All kinds of stuff.
Poor guy. Yeah, this place is pretty cool. It's all kinds of like old school paraphernalia, like advertisements and whatnot. Stuff that probably doesn't exist anywhere else anymore, except for here. You know, they've been collecting for a long time. This business has been around for a very long time. I grew up in this area, and when I was a kid, we'd go up to right over the border in Maine and go to the Friendly Toast in Maine.
Oh, my hat pants. You can wear. You can wear.
No. One of these days, I'll invest in my own hat, paint for myself. When I have the spare time to do anything for me, not foreseeable, but
yeah. Well, I try to give back to you as much as I can. You're welcome. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah, I think so. We're cool. We've been over the food.
Yeah.
The time in general. Met some nice people, some weird people, but still cool. And
yeah. I hope we didn't make him not to be too weird. I mean, what they asked for was a little weird, but he was a pretty cool guy.
He was a very cool guy.
Yeah.
He was just, he was having fun.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Gotta have fun in life.
Yeah. He had a peculiar charisma about him.
He did. Like a psychopath.
Yeah.
You know, like a psychopath, that's like their charm, like gets them like to pass in society, so they do their nefarious activities behind closed doors. That's you. That's you. Nefarious.
Every time we try to like make amends, we just keep making it work.
Back. So what does that say?
Well, I hope you love the show.
You probably are aware anyway.
Yeah.
Embrace
we'll never see him again anyway, so.
We might.
We might actually, yeah.
Maybe we can that's his thing. Maybe he can be known as our little crazy man.
The boatman.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I had a good time.
I had a great time.
I think we said this a million times, but I don't care.
I can't help it. It's been great.
Yeah. Let's do it again sometime.
Absolutely. In the near future, we got some other things coming up. We're gonna have to sort out the dates and whatnot.
We'll make it happen.
Hopefully, we'll be seeing Kevin soon.
Yeah, we're looking. Should we mention that here, or wait till it's definite, or?
We'll tease you. We won't go into the details. You don't even know who Kevin is at this point, so.
No. But we hope we see him soon, and it'll be good times.
It will be good times if it happens. If it doesn't happen, then forget we ever said anything.
I'll just edit that right out.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Exactly. Yeah, and thank you for. I know you, like you said, you work hard, so you guys stay up late to do this. I'm traveling to do it, but to be honest, it doesn't matter to me. And I think in the grand scheme, you're cool with doing it.
Of course.
All right.
I wouldn't get it otherwise.
Exactly.
So, good times.
I haven't shaked yet this show.
You got to shake.
Good times.
I guess I get my own thing.
Good times, you said? Let's start this. I'm going to add this. Back to it to be magic.
All right. Good times.
Good food.
And the other good thing,
Let's start over. It should end with good times.
All right, what is it? Good food, good drinks, good times?
Yeah. Good food, good friends, good times. What do you want to say?
Okay.
All right. Well, mine wasn't that great, but good food.
Good friends.
Freaking good times
Good
there.
times.
Yeah. I added the freaking in there.
Freaking good times.
Yeah.
Wicked pissa good times.
I've never heard anyone say that.
Wicked pissa?
Never.
I think the only time I actually hear is when it's in jest.
Yeah.
People are like making fun of themselves for being into wiggling there.
Yeah, because you see it in like TV movies, and I've never heard anyone say it besides someone.
People say wicked? I'll say legitimate wicked.
Really?
Yeah, I pull out wicked.
Most
More often than rad, I say wicked.
Really? Most of that stuff in those movies, it's so over the top. Like, I never hear anyone speak like that.
Not a real New Englander. You guys out on the Cape, you're in your own little world of Cape people. Damn, man.
I don't have any cool places like this on the Cape.
See?
I do have the Brazilian grill.
Weird world.
I think you'd enjoy the Brazilian grill.
I think I would enjoy the Brazilian grill. Sounds
do
like
it up.
fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
So we'll have to work something out that we've got a show and Brazilian grill.
Yeah, right. There's nothing happening down that way, but we'll
Brazilian grill. We can play the vampire finger game.
I want to bite your finger.
We'll make good times happen.